Hi, Roger Hill, Weathering Heights Consulting. This is a VELCO Weather Hazards heads up for a long duration snowfall that begins late this weekend and lasts into Tuesday morning. And what we're looking at here is a kind of a string of snow that's developing with jet stream energy moving across very rapidly in a swath that will bring some snow across right into New England. And this cuts right across from the Canadian Prairies right into Vermont. Temperatures are fairly cold. Deep Arctic air resides up in Hudson Bay into most of Quebec and parts of Ontario. And these weather systems are going to travel along what we call the baroclinic zone, roughly the dividing line between warmer than normal temperatures and colder than normal temperatures. And this is going to be the battleground here, and it sets the stage for impulses, weak weather systems that sort of elongate and string together like a freight train, and then come right across Vermont. And this is going to be kind of a light to moderate, slow accumulating snowfall. Right now it looks like no issues for utilities, but something we'll have to watch, mainly in our southern areas around Vermont. Here's how it shapes up, and we'll just play this here. That's valid late today. This is Friday, and into the evening hours, we're seeing just a few flurries, really nothing to worry about here. But this is the storm system. We're starting to see its formation, and it is a very narrow swath of snowfall that will continue right into the state, mostly southern areas as we start into the day on Saturday. Then into Saturday night, it lifts a little bit further to the north, gains a little bit more extra lift, and this cuts across the state of Vermont. The very tail end of the caboose here will start to, some jet stream energy will start to wrap into a secondary low that will spin up, and then this secondary low will then spin up and cut across the area too. Temperatures we're watching here, southern New England may get in the vicinity of 32 degrees. Southern Vermont should stay basically in the teens, maybe some 20s. Further to the north, we're talking basically teens throughout this entire snowfall. But this is the last of the caboose right here. This is valid basically Monday night into Tuesday morning. And it's going to be exiting out of the region, and then an area of higher pressure will build into the region and end the snowfall with a little bit of a break in the action. Looks like Tuesday afternoon into the day on Wednesday. Here's another look at it, and you can see that precipitation in the lighter gray there cutting across the area, and then that lighter green, we're talking about 1,500 7-inch melted precipitation in this area here, and it cuts right through Vermont, and you can see that picks up and then moves through, and it just is a long duration snowfall, and it's out of here, it looks like, by Tuesday morning. A little closer look, this is the zooming in here on New England, and just a few flurries really this Friday afternoon into the weekend. Really nothing of accumulation until we get into basically Saturday night. This is valid by Sunday morning, and this would be Sunday morning about an inch of crude. It's going to pick up a little bit more, 1 to 2 more inches on top of that, the 6-hour panel thereafter into the day on Sunday. Then the main action heads a little bit further to the south across portions of southern Vermont. Northern Vermont starts to see just relatively light snow. This is valid 1 o'clock on Monday, and then that whole system begins to transition out of the region, and this is the 0-degree isotherm on its surface, and another cold shot tries to make a run at us, but looks like we're starting to see a little bit of relief here in terms of the deep Arctic air staying further to the north. Roger Hill, Wuthering Heights Consulting.